I would really feel more hesitant. In the past, I actually have never actually dated another African American guy.
Am I hesitant? No. But have I? No.
Yes, just mainly because of the culture differences. It's just such a big culture difference, and I don't know. Not that I'm not accepting towards it, but I don't think I could put up with it in a relationship. I'm not attracted to black girls, so maybe that's probably a common theme for white guys like myself.
Not on my part. I wouldn't feel hesitant necessarily. Based on experience, they might feel a little bit more hesitant, but
not at all. Might even work out better for me. I'm somebody that isn't really able to date people that have the sort of prejudices that, you know, I've left behind.
Why or why not?
at all.
Yes, I would feel more hesitant to date outside my race. I feel that someone that is my race would probably get where I'm coming from.
I would definitely not feel more hesitant to date outside of my race, and I'm more interested in the ideas of my partner, and I'm not really interested in the color of their skin.
No, because race has never really been a factor in how I perceive people. I'm dating outside of my race currently.
My parents would actually be really cool with it because, like, my dad is Greek and my mom's black. And
My dad would react negatively. He would probably make really crude comments.
My parents wouldn't have a big reaction either way.
Wouldn't be any like different than if I were to date a white girl. I mean, they would be totally fine with it.
I'm not sure how they'd react, and I really, really don't care. Like, it's my life, you know, not theirs.
I just wouldn't care at all. Like, I don't necessarily feel an entitlement, but it can be discouraging when even like black guys don't want to necessarily date you as a black girl, because there are a lot of white guys that don't want to date black girls already.
I think to an extent, yes. I really don't have any understanding why. I think just because we're the same race.
I used to feel the sense of like ownership and entitlement over black men. I know as a feminist that I shouldn't be vilifying white women or black men for engaging in this behavior, but rather I should be attempting to deconstruct this like patriarchal society that values women solely based on how they look.
I've never heard that, and I don't think I would love to have a discussion with someone who did feel that way.
They feel like, wow, you can't find anyone that's good, that's your own race. Why do you have to, go outside your own, in order to find somebody?
As far as like white folks go, I don't really know where you'd get that, you know.
It's just a ridiculous claim.
I think they put too much personal attachment to it. Like, you're leaving me, but I don't think that that's necessarily. I think you like who you like, and if it's someone else, it's someone else. I don't think that it's necessarily anything to do with you turning your back on someone. But
Just campus is more of a closer knit community, I think, so it's not as much discrimination takes place.
When you do encounter like a black and white couple, like I've definitely noticed from my friends like bodily reactions are like just like I don't know, like they're unsure of it.
No more on our campus than anywhere in the rest of the world.
I don't see it a lot at Ohio State though, because I just don't see like African American white as much as I did in my high school.
I think there's a stigma surrounding black and white couples everywhere.
The way that race is discussed, is in private in our culture. Nobody is openly racist anymore on purpose.
She'll have to actually look and take note of it, that it's actually unusual, then I think that there's still a stigma about it.
I think there's just a lot of unknown there, and that's all it is, really. Ignorance to
Overt and covert racism, ignorance, lack of education, being uncomfortable with different races.
Well, the fact that it was illegal for the first half of the century has a lot to do with it.
Just don't want an answer for that one.
Homophobic, sexist, racist piece of shit is still a homophobic, sexist, racist piece of shit regardless of what color they are. So.
I'm always like, yay!
I might be trying to figure out, okay, like how are these folks compatible?
It's a lot tougher to be in a mixed relationship and one that's not, so I guess I take my hat off to them.
I just get happy when I see two people who are interracial.
The first thing I wonder is, I wonder what they have in common.
It's like, oh, look at that. It's never unpleasant. It's like, oh, that's nice. That's something different. I don't see that every day. But that to me, when I think about it later, it's kind of like, why do I need to do a double take? Why do I need to look? Why is that an
It's all the same. It's an interracial couple, so.
I don't, but I would say that when we're talking about the stigma, I would say that that's where that really comes into play. I feel like a lot of white men would be uncomfortable with a black man dating a white woman, as opposed to a white male dating a black woman.
A white man dating a black woman is very rare, so I kind of cheer for it. A black man dating a white woman, as a black female, I don't necessarily feel negatively about it.
A black man dating a white woman, I would think that the white woman would have the privilege of whiteness, but the black man would have the privilege of masculinity. So I would wonder how that would translate into their relationship.
It's always easier to go with something that doesn't create conflict. You shouldn't not date someone because of their skin color. You shouldn't date someone just to try to be different and make a statement.
I feel like it is hypersexualized.
LeBron James Vogue cover, he posed it so he was, very animalistic, and it just goes along with this, this stereotype as young black males as angry, violent.
It's gonna be, if they're gonna show one, it'll be a black man with a white woman. It really isn't the other way around that often.
They really, really, really don't. And I think that's one of the biggest problems to the desensitizing aspect of it, is if we see it on TV, then it won't be weird when we see it on the street.